You're watching Good Morning Suncoast at 6.
We have to change our ways. We can no longer be the stupid country. We want to be the smart country.
President Trump talking about tariffs and how to balance the playing field with other countries. Will preview a big meeting today on Capitol Hill.
And it may still be summer, but it is never too early to get your kids ready for the next school year. We're going to have a live report on where your kids can get free shots and school physicals.
And Northport police need your help to find this man who they say stole somebody's wallet and went on a shopping spree. Good Morning Suncoast starts right now. Good morning, Wednesday. I'm Ray Collins.
And I'm Stephanie Webb. Thanks for waking up with us. We have 4 words about the weather today.
Yes.
Hot, humid. Hot, humid.
That's 2.
Right, John Scalzi? It's 4.
Throw in hazy if you wanted to.
That's
Be
3.
all right. Yeah, I think that would work as well. We have, again, high heat indexes, very warm, humid conditions out there. And if you're in Inglewood looking out over the waters, you'll probably see a flash or two of lightning because of a thunderstorm that's located offshore. It continues to move away from land, though, so it won't be a big player in your morning commute. As far as our weather goes this morning, it should be pretty tame. We'll see a little bit of cloud cover around, but not enough cloud cover to block out the sun. And as dawn breaks, this sun will start to heat things up pretty quickly. And I think by the time we hit the noontime hour, we will definitely be closing in on that 90 mark once again. We'll watch showers and thunderstorms building in inland areas most likely later on this afternoon, and then those showers will gradually drift toward the other coast. Temperatures across the region already are close to the 80 mark in many locations. Got 79 degrees Longboat Key, 78 degrees in Venice. Sarasota, you've got 76. Bradenton the same, and then inland areas a little bit cooler, coming in at around 74 degrees. Daytime high temperature tops out again warm, about 91, and we'll have about a 30% chance of showers. Look for those showers to start by around 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. First near the coast, but then building in inland areas and moving further and further away from the coast as we hit the heat of the day. Complete forecast coming up in a few.
All right, talk to you soon. Thank you, John. Our live camera today is stationed right there along the bayfront, watching cars come across the Ringling Causeway. Pretty sky there shaping up in the background. We'll check back on that shot throughout the morning here on Good Morning Suncoast. Checking the maps now, first alert traffic showing some building traffic, particularly on 14th Street West southbound as you get away from Cortez and head down toward State Road 70 or 53rd Avenue. Also Bayshore Gardens, some blips there on the screen that just disappeared. Let's check the upper half now of Sarasota County. We'll see 41 southbound as you go from Bay Vista toward Weber. Also, that's Fruitville, heading eastbound from Honore toward Cattleman. And then our final map to the south will show us nothing in the red right now. A little congestion there on the connector between 41 and 75, the 681 connector in the South County area. Amid a potential trade war, lawmakers on Capitol Hill are meeting today to talk about the president's approach to leveling the playing field when it comes to trade and tariffs. Reporter Andrew Spencer has our preview.
At the New York Stock Exchange, floor traders have watched the Dow fall for the last 6 days amid the threat of a trade war.
It's escalating a little bit quicker than we thought. We hoped there was going to be some negotiation between the president and China. We're not really seeing that, so that's what kind of spooked the market.
President Donald Trump doubled down this week, insisting the U.S. gets a bad deal when it comes to international trade.
We have to change our ways. We can no longer be the stupid country. We want to be the smart country.
And if China goes through with its retaliatory tariffs, Trump warns he'll impose tariffs on another $200 billion worth of Chinese goods. Once again, Beijing promising to respond on an equal scale. Commerce Secretary Wilbur Ross will testify before the Senate Finance Committee this morning, talking about the proposed tariffs and those that are already due to take force soon. Committee Chair Senator Orrin Hatch.
I'm not a big fan of tariffs. I think it's a mistake. I think the president's got to wake up and realize that's not the way to go.
The first changes don't happen until July, but there has already been an impact from the increased economic tensions between the U.S. and China. According to a report released today by the research firm Rhodium Group, in the first 5 months of this year, Chinese investment in the United States dropped to its lowest level in 7 years. I'm Andrew Spencer reporting.
We'll have results of that meeting later today right here on ABC 7.
Well, this morning, the Trump administration is defending the controversial zero-tolerance immigration policies at the border. However, in a meeting with Republican lawmakers, he said that America's immigration system is, quote, broken, and that he does stand behind the new proposed immigration bills, but hasn't explained how the administration plans to diffuse the escalating controversy over separating families at the border when the parents try to cross into the country illegally.
The immigration system, it's been a really bad system, probably the worst anywhere in the world. We're going to try and see if we can fix it.
Governor Rick Scott has also weighed in, releasing a statement yesterday saying he is not in favor of separating families at the border, but blames both sides for not doing more to secure the borders over the years.
We have new details this morning on a deadly bar fight in Bradenton earlier this month. The Manatee County Sheriff's Office now says more than one person fired a gun. The shooting happened outside a place called Tommy Knockers. A Gabriel Condi was shot and killed 2 days before his 40th birthday. They say he was a member of the West Side Locos street gang and was drinking at the bar with at least 2 other men. Investigators say his group of friends and another got into a fight, then took the argument outside where shots were fired. Last week, the reward for information increased to $8,000. Since then, the Sheriff's Office has received, they say, several additional tips.
Well, Northport police need your help identifying a man wanted in connection with stealing someone's wallet and going on a spending spree. Here's a look at the man right here. They say that he stole the wallet, then used the victim's debit card to go on a shopping spree. It all ended at Walmart, where the card was eventually declined. Contact Northport Police Department if you recognize him. Well, here on the Suncoast, it is never too soon to start thinking about keeping your kids healthy during the school year.
That includes vaccines and physicals. Marla Spence has a preview for us on an event today at the South Florida Museum in downtown Bradenton. Marla?
Good morning, guys. If you thought it was too early or too soon to get your kids prepared and ready for the upcoming school year, well, think again. The Manatee County Health Department says parents should start now by getting their kids prepared and ready with having them up to date with all their immunization shots. Now, starting today, the Manatee County Health Department will be offering vaccinations and school physicals to students from elementary to high school. The school physicals are $30 per child, but the vaccinations are free of charge. We spoke to Donna Priest, who is the Executive Community Health Nursing Director at the Health Department. She tells us kindergartners, 7th graders, new and transferring students, they all must provide immunization records to enroll into Manatee County schools. Priest says although immunization shots may not be favorable among some parents, getting your kids vaccinated is a way to help prevent an outbreak of viruses and diseases. She also says it's important for public health, especially in a school setting.
Keeping our children healthy, also keeping the community healthy. There are some people who are unable to be vaccinated due to autoimmune issues or severe allergies. We're also protecting those people, or maybe they're on immunosuppressant therapy such as cancer. We're actually helping them too. So it's very important, one, to maintain a child's health, two, to also keep the community healthy.
Now, today is not the only day that parents can bring their kids out to several locations starting today to get those immunization shots. Coming up at 6:30, we're going to be telling you about those locations, also those dates that parents can take their kids to get those up-to-date shots for the upcoming school year, as well as those school physicals. Reporting live in Manatee County, I'm Marla Spence for ABC 7, your Suncoast News.
Well, less traffic, fewer crashes. Transportation officials say they're happy with the results of the diverging diamond that was installed at I-75 and University Parkway. FDOT wants to relieve some of all those daily traffic backups, which is why they're planning another diverging diamond at the intersection off of Fruitville Road. FDOT is creating a design with plans to widen 2 miles of I-75 and then redesign the interchange itself similar to the one at University Parkway. The reason? Well, transportation officials said they are getting ready for more growth coming to the area.
This diverging diamond interchange is expected to handle not only today's traffic, but future projected traffic.
Now, that construction is expected to cost around $86 million. The design phase will likely be finished by late 2019.
Still ahead on Good Morning Suncoast.
Is marriage good for your heart? Well, we're going to tell you the answer to that when we come back.
I have the answer, one word. It depends.
That's 2 words, Ray. You can't add either.
It's 2.5. 2.5 words. Depends. How's the weather, John?
Looking pretty good, Ray. We're looking at a tower cam shot here of a beautiful blue sky with a few fair weather clouds. No rain falling over land right now, but later on today it will. The air quality index is a little bit higher in the ozone value today, 39 as opposed to yesterday. It was at 31 parts per million. So we're looking at a little bit higher value, but still in the good category. Still no issues whatsoever. Taking a walk on the beach tonight and looking at sunny, dry conditions. West wind coming in at about 5 to 10, and I'll give it 4 out of 4 beach balls. Complete forecast coming up in a few.
Picking out a new ceiling fan? That's a do-it-yourself. Installing your new ceiling fan?
No.
That's a don't do-it-yourself. For ceiling fans, rewires, or anything electrical, play it safe. And call on the trained electricians from your locally owned Mr. Sparky. It's no accident that so many of our customers are repeat customers. Trust Mr. Sparky for all your electrical repairs.
Call 888-8-SPARKY.
Excuse me a minute. Hi, Dad. No, don't try to get up.
Hi, I'm Julie, a right-at-home caregiver. And if I'd been caring for Tom's dad, I would have noticed some dizziness that could lead to balance issues. That's because I'm trained to report any changes in behavior, no matter how small. So Tom could have peace of mind.
We'll be right there. We have to go.
Hey, Tom, you should try Right at Home. They're great for us.
The right care, right at home.
If you don't want to fall immediately into love, look away. If you don't want to awaken a desire for excellence, look away. If you don't want to be seduced, please look away.
Rediscover your passion for driving at Sunset Maserati Alfa Romeo of Sarasota.
If you think it's hot outside, just wait until you see even hotter savings inside. Only at Rugs As Art Hot Summer Savings Sale event will you find the lowest prices on a vast selection of stunning rugs, furniture accents, and accessories. This special event only happens once a year, so hurry in before the best selections are gone. The Hot Summer Savings event ends soon, so don't miss out on the best prices ever. Rugs As Art, Sarasota's only area rug superstore.
Need more space in your place? The More Space Place can help with Murphy beds that disappear to reveal a home office, living room, or den. Custom closets with designated areas for your shoes, bags, wardrobe, and accessories. Custom-built entertainment centers, garage storage systems, and more. The More Space Place has 3 showrooms next to Sunny's on US 41 South in Sarasota, on Lakewood Ranch Boulevard just south of State Route 64 in Bradenton, and on Tamiami Trail next to Panera Bread in Port Charlotte. Put more space in your place at the More Space Place.
All right, take a look at this video. With those severe storms that have been rolling through the Midwest over the last couple of days, some folks in Streator, Illinois got to see this amazing shelf cloud move through the area. I can't believe somebody actually was able to catch this picture.
Wow.
That is pretty amazing, right? One of those rare things caught on camera. All right, back here, will we see any thunderstorms of our own today, John Scalzi?
Yeah, we just may. We could certainly see a shelf cloud build. Those are, by the way, pretty innocuous clouds. They look a lot worse than they actually are. A lot of false tornado reports because of the debris cloud kind of filtering down from that little bit of an updraft that causes those clouds. But they do look cool, don't they? 76 degrees the air temperature. We have a relative humidity of 97%. Really thick, humid conditions out there. 75 our dew point. So it feels kind of humid and sticky out there. As we head into the afternoon, I think we'll see a couple of showers building along the coast. Now, the review of the last 24 hours shows one shower building in Sarasota and then moving out into the Gulf waters and dissipating around 5, 6 o'clock last night, right in the middle of drive time, actually. Most areas did not see any rain whatsoever, but that one lone shower did build. And for the people who were under it, they got some relief from the heat, so that was kind of nice. We've got some showers out in Gulf waters right now. Those showers continue to press away from land. One lone shower maybe just tagging Anna Maria Island, but otherwise, I think it's going to be pretty quiet over land during these morning hours. Now, as we head into the afternoon, I think the direction of motion of these showers, which right now are kind of being influenced by a general easterly wind and a land breeze, all pushing out further into Gulf waters, is going to reverse, and we'll start to see the showers build closer to the coastline, move inland, kind of blossom, and then move further away from the coast as we head into the later afternoon. So the very dry air that we had over the state yesterday morning has kind of been slowly modified, replaced by a little bit more moisture. We're still drier than average aloft, and our rain shower chances are going to be, for this time of year, kind of minimal, coming in at about 30%. Certainly nothing like they're getting over in the Texas coastline, where they're going to see again today the possibility of 1, 2, 3 inch rainfalls, especially south parts of Texas around Brownsville up to Corpus Christi, with this trough low pressure moving inland. But for us, our weather driven by a big ridge of high pressure. As it sinks southward, our winds get a little bit lighter today, and that allows for a few more showers and thunderstorms to build as the sea breeze front moves inland. Those showers basically along the spine of the state, moving further toward the other coast. And then as that high continues to sink south later today, we start to develop this westerly wind flow that'll continue on for several days, right straight really through the weekend. Even as the atmosphere moistens, we'll start to see that westerly wind be persistent. So what that means is that we'll get a few morning showers near the coast, followed by most of the showers being inland and pushed toward the other coast later in the afternoon during maximum heating. So that is going to lend itself to warm, humid, sticky afternoons with daytime highs coming up near the 90, 91, 92 degree mark, and feels like temperatures cracking the 100 mark probably each day right straight through the weekend. For the first day of summer tomorrow, it'll be a warm, hot one, kind of characteristic of June days. We'll look for a west wind coming in at about 10. Be nice, 2-foot seas, light chop. Good day out on the water. Just dodge a few of those showers out there. 91 our high today, 90 tomorrow. First day of summer comes in the morning. And then as we head into the weekend, our rain chances go up just a little bit perhaps. And certainly they do on Monday. And then as we head into next work week, we'll keep the rain chance at about 40%. Kind of seasonable for this time of year. Back to you.
All right, thanks, John. Let's take a look outside. Check out your first alert traffic once again. Quite a bit on this red map here. Manatee County 301. Many delays. Lots of gridlock in that area, both going in and out of Bradenton, especially right around the State Road 70 interchange right in there. Lots of slowdowns. We have another accident to tell you about, but I can't really see it right there. I-75 in the southbound, there's an accident right there at exit 217. Again, I-75 in the southbound lane, there's an exit right there at there's an accident at exit 217. Sorry, trying to read all these tiny things on the traffic maps for you folks. In Sarasota County, those roads aren't looking too bad out there. Actually, it's running pretty good in Sarasota in the northern half. Then in the southern part of the county, it's looking pretty good too if you're headed south on 75 or 41. Both of those roads are running pretty smooth for the most part at 617. Well, in this hour's Health Smart, there's a lot of things that can be bad for our hearts, but what about something good, like a happy marriage?
ABC's Stephanie Ramos has a look at the health perks of a healthy marriage.
A healthy marriage may be good for the heart, your actual heart, in your body. A new study looked at the marital status of more than 2 million adults in countries across the world. Being never married, divorced, or widowed was associated with an increased risk of heart disease, even death from heart disease or stroke. Being widowed also was associated with a higher risk of stroke. Here's why. Doctors say living with someone can lead to earlier recognition of warning symptoms of heart disease. People who are in relationships are more likely to be reminded to take their medications, have a healthy lifestyle, and seek medical care after heart attacks. Those who are lonely, doctors say, are more likely to have poor health outcomes. Unmarried patients tend to have longer delays in seeking medical help and tend to be less compliant with treatment. And some of it may be financial. Having a dual income means more money to take care of your health. Marriage alone is likely not as important as simply feeling connected and valued, but some food for thought, not being married may break your heart. With this Medical Minute, I'm Stephanie Ramos.
I have gotten sick less since I met Aaron.
All right,
There you
very
go.
impressive, very impressive.
Still ahead on Good Morning Suncoast.
Parents throwing punches at a kid's softball game. Look at this video. It's gone viral. We're going to tell you how that whole fight started when we come back.
Here's a pretty shot shaping up from the Ringling Causeway. Look at that, folks. We're living in paradise. More news on the way on Good Morning Suncoast.
Today, everyone is looking for carpeting that lasts longer. G. Fried has you covered with Karastan. With a legacy of quality and integrity, we provide you with a huge selection of Karastan carpets with exclusive lifetime limited warranties. All installed by our highly skilled, highly knowledgeable team. Come ask us why Karastan is the best and most durable. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
It's summer on the Suncoast, and you know what that means. It's Friday Fest season.
And you are invited. Join ABC7 for the Van Wezel Performing Arts Hall's free outdoor summertime concert series.
Jam to dance music by Ja Movement on June 22nd. The Movement is sure to get you dancing.
With food trucks, beverage vendors, and more, it's the perfect spot to enjoy great music and a summer sunset over the bay.
For more information, go to this number or go to mysuncoast.com/FridayFest.
Meet Blue. Blue's not feeling well. The prescription? Generic medication. Blue wonders, do they really work as well as name brands? Yes, generics and name brand medications do work the same. Even though they may look different, generics have the same key ingredients. FDA approval is equally rigorous for generics to make sure they're as safe and effective as name brands. And Blue even saves some green, making him a little less, well, blue. Talk to your doctor about generics and visit fda.gov/generic drugs.
The summer sizzles at the Players Center with the opening of Crossing Delancey. City cultures collide in this charming play about a young woman searching for love and the New York dream. Opening June 14th, call 365-2494 or visit theplayers.org. Get your tickets to the perfect romantic comedy, Crossing Delancey.
You are the best protection she has. Buddy up. I'm Jill Harrington. Please visit helpsavethenextgirl.com and get involved.
Ever since I can remember, I've been intrigued by industrial design and the optimization.
Wait, that's passion? Ever since I can remember, my passion has been industrial design. We need 3D printers for Miss Adams' engineering program so that we are ready to solve 21st century challenges.
Impressive. Think It Up is a new initiative to support student-powered, teacher-led learning projects. Students and teachers, how can you spark great learning experiences in your classroom today? Think It Up.
Welcome back. It is 6:22, and a video gone viral shows parents throwing punches at a kids' softball game in Tennessee.
ABC's Candace Gibson tells us what happened.
In this morning's GMA First Look, the melee breaking out. At least a dozen adults, parents, and coaches caught on camera throwing punches, toppling over each other as their youngsters plead for them to stop. Witnesses say a call on the diamond sparked the fight. Angry adults then taking the action off the field.
I don't know what they hope to accomplish by acting like that, and it just really shows poor sportsmanship.
In March, the soccer dad was seen swinging at a teenage player who allegedly hit his son during a game. And in 2015, these young football players banding together to protest getting kicked out of their league.
They did not fight. Nothing happened on the field.
After violence erupted in the stands during the last few seconds of play in this football game. And coming up at 7 a.m., more on this wild softball fight. With your GMA First Look, I'm Candace Gibson, ABC News, New York.
A week's worth of clothes in your carry-on? Impossible.
Amazingly delicious Breyers ice cream for 330 calories a pint? Now possible. New Breyers Delights. Indulge without all the guilt.
VisionWorks can do more than just make you see great. The right pair of glasses can make you look amazing too. Get 2 complete pairs of single vision glasses for $49 or 2 progressives for $89. Choose from over 500 pairs. VisionWorks, we're here to help you.
With tough food, your dentures may slip and fall. New Fixident Ultra Max Hold gives you the strongest hold ever to lock your dentures. So now you can eat tough food without worry. Fixident and forget it.
To emerge your best every day, you need to power your wellness. New Emergency Probiotics Plus. Purposeful probiotics to help boost your microbiome, plus vitamin C to support your natural immune defenses. New Emergency Probiotics Plus. Emerge and see.
Hey everyone, I'm Bob Vitello. This is Alan Bristow from Publix Aprons Cooking School. This looks pretty good, buddy. What do we got going on today?
We got a little citrus marinated shrimp, and we got a little kale salad to go with it.
Which is crunchy kale salad.
A little crunchy kale salad. Cool. It's got some pistachios. Fantastic. So let's make our marinade to begin with. So we've got some fresh chopped garlic. As Bob and I like to always say up here, not the garlic that's in the jar. Chop it yourself. It's much, much better.
We'll find you if you buy it.
Oh, yes, we will. And we got a little cilantro here. Yeah, our favorite. And we've got a little lemon zest here. We've got a little chili powder. And Bob, you can use any kind of chili powder you want. You can use the ancho chili powder. They even have a dry sriracha seasoning, which I know you
cool.
like.
Yeah, we tried that
So you can add
before.
that little spice however you want. Some fresh orange juice right here as well.
That looks good, man.
Yep.
That's the marinade for the shrimp?
This is the marinade for the shrimp. We're gonna add just a little bit of extra virgin olive oil to that. Put that in there. Then we're just toss this right on top of the shrimp.
How long you marinate it for?
Well, I think a good hour would be, you know, the right amount of time.
No more than that though, right?
I wouldn't go too much more because you've got a lot of citrus in it. It'll start to cook that shrimp, which you don't want.
Ceviche,
so
yeah.
I've got one here that's been sitting for about an hour. We're going to put it right into our grill pan here. That's the sound you want to hear right there.
I wish you could smell this at home, man.
Spectacular.
I love it.
And one thing that we've always said about people cooking shrimp is they tend to overcook their shrimp. So don't overcook your shrimp. 3 minutes each side, nice grill pan, let it rest. This would be one of those things you do right at the end of your dinner, right before you're ready to eat.
These are 1620 shrimps, right?
1620.
The big
Those
shrimps are good for this.
Big pink Florida shrimp, absolutely delicious. We sell them all the time.
Love it. Starting tomorrow, be sure to stop by your Publix Apron Simple Meals kiosk, pick up the recipe card and all the ingredients for this fantastic dish, dude. This looks good.
I'm eating it, that's for sure.
Picking out a new ceiling fan? That's a do-it-yourself. Installing your new ceiling fan?
No.
That's a don't do-it-yourself. For ceiling fans, rewires, or anything electrical, play it safe. And call on the trained electricians from your locally owned Mr. Sparky. It's no accident that so many of our customers are repeat customers. Trust Mr. Sparky for all your electrical repairs.
Call 888-8-SPARKY.
Get to Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Fiat in Sarasota for big savings on new Ram trucks. The Ram 1500 has been named a Consumer Guide Best Buy for 6 years in a row. Get an all-new redesigned 2018 Ram 1500 for as little as $21,499. Or save big and get up to $13,000 off a new Ram Bighorn Crew Cab. Better prices, bigger selection. Go to Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Fiat in Sarasota.
Chris Domine is a husband, father, an athlete, even an Ironman. But 10 years ago, Chris's kidneys were failing.
The doctor said if you don't do dialysis, if you don't get a kidney transplant, you are going to die.
Then Chris received a second chance, made possible by an organ donor.
Your well-being changes from loss of hope to better times ahead.
Imagine what you could make possible. Learn more and sign up as an organ, eye, and tissue donor. Go to organdonor.gov.
So I kind of grew up all across the country. I come from 5 generations of military men. My dad is still active duty. My grandpa is retired Marines. I like going for runs with my dog. I love, taking her out to the dog beach over in Venice. There are so many things here to do on the Suncoast. My goal every day when I come into work at ABC7 is to tell your stories, give you that major local news and those details that you really care about. I'm Jacqueline Matter, and I'm here for you.
This is your brain. This is drugs. This is your brain on drugs. Any questions?
Yeah, I have questions.
Prescription drugs aren't as bad as street drugs, right?
Weed's legal, isn't it?
Drinking is worse than smoking weed.
Isn't it? Why
is heroin so addictive?
Molly just makes you feel happy.
I have questions.
Mom?
Dad, did you ever try drugs?
They're going to ask. Be ready. Go to drugfree.org. A message from Partnership for Drug-Free Kids.
Soldiers in the Army National Guard serve to give back to their country and communities. Their part-time commitment qualifies them for an array of benefits, such as affordable health and life insurance benefits, education benefits, including tuition assistance, student loan repayment and GI Bill programs, a retirement plan based on part-time service, and VA home mortgages. Visit NationalGuard.com to learn more about all the benefits available in the Army National Guard.
You're watching Good Morning Suncoast at 6:30.
They're separating the kids. They're separating the children. Mr. President, don't you have kids?
It is an issue dividing the country right now, that zero tolerance policy on immigration, separating families that try to cross the borders illegally.
The two men involved in that shark dragging incident are due back in court today in Tampa. What's expected at this morning's hearing.
And it may still be summer, but it's not too early to get your kids ready for the next school year. We're going to have a live report on where your kids can get free immunizations and physicals. Those stories plus your Wednesday forecast. Good Morning Suncoast starts right now. And good morning to you. It is 6:30 on this Wednesday morning. I'm Stephanie Webb.
I'm Ray Collins. We see some showers on John's map heading toward Anna Maria Island, John.
Yeah, a few, but they are just kind of skirting past Anna Maria Island. So I think that most of us will not see any rainfall today. But yes, Anna Maria Island's going to get tagged by a few scattered showers. Becky in Omayaka reported 66 degrees, and she had no rainfall yesterday. We did have one lone shower that moved through Sarasota, and that's probably similar to what we'll see today, except we'll see a few more showers, and the direction of motion is going to change. Instead of moving from inland areas to the Gulf, they're going to move from the Gulf to inland areas and then be out of here by the time we see maximum heating of the day. We have a few clouds that stream by from time to time, but we'll see a lot of blue sky this morning as well, and certainly with dawn breaking, a lot of sunshine, boosting temperatures up to near the 90-degree mark by the time we get to lunchtime even. 75 degrees in Bradenton, 76 Sarasota, Venice at 78, so is Inglewood, and the daytime high today, as I mentioned, comes in the low 90s, and we'll have that 30% chance of showers today. We'll have the complete forecast coming up in a few. Back to you.
All right, John, talk to you again soon. There's a pretty shot there. Looking at the Ringling Causeway, sun pastel sky there in the distance. That's from the Sarasota Bayfront. Let's go to the maps right now and find out how things are shaping up in Manatee County. First off, there is a new issue to talk to you about on 14th Street West. Actually, we'll first check that southbound issue. I-75 southbound at exit 217. An issue there, but there's not any residual delays yet due to that. Now back to that other one at 14th Street West, northbound, blocked from 60th Avenue to 57th Avenue, so be aware of that. You could take 301 to avoid that if you're concerned. Let's check farther south now on the maps and find out what's going on in the northern half of Sarasota County. The biggest congestion we see is down there on Clark Road as you go from 41 and Stickney Point and start heading toward Beneva. And then our final map to the south, we'll find out not much to speak of so far. Quiet time on the roads at 6:32 on your Wednesday morning. Happening today, the men accused of dragging a shark behind a boat in that video that went viral are due back in court this morning. Michael Wenzel and Robert Benack will appear in a Tampa courtroom for a case hearing status update. Last month, charges were dropped against a third man who was also on the boat. This morning's hearing starts at 9 a.m. Today is World Refugee Day. The number of displaced people has hit a record high. More than 68 million people worldwide classified as refugees. 68 million. According to a new UN report, that's 1 in every 110 people on the planet. The countries with the most refugees: Syria, Afghanistan, South Sudan, Somalia. The U.S. has received the most new asylum cases, followed by, I should say, the sixth most, followed by Germany, Italy, and Turkey.
This morning, the Trump administration is defending the controversial zero-tolerance immigration policy at the border. ABC's Stephanie Ramos has the latest developments from Washington.
President Trump on Capitol Hill meeting with Republican lawmakers calling America's immigration system broken.
The immigration system, it's been a really bad system, probably the worst anywhere in the world. We're going to try and see if we can fix it.
Sources inside the meeting room tell ABC News Trump only weighed in for a little bit on immigration, adding that his daughter Ivanka showed him images of the children in detention facilities and encouraged him to end the policy. But then Trump proceeded to talk about poll numbers, Democrats' fighter jets, and North Korea, leaving members uncertain about how he wants them to vote.
There was a lot of different things he was talking about.
But the president is not reversing his zero-tolerance policy. As he walked out of the meeting, House Democrats waited for him.
Quit separating the kids. They're separating the children. Mr. President, don't you have kids?
And we're now learning of a 10-year-old Mexican girl that was separated from her mother along with her brother after crossing the border. The little girl has Down syndrome and is now in a shelter alone. Here's what Trump's former campaign manager, Corey Lewandowski, had to say about the girl's situation on Fox News.
I mean, look, I read today about a 10-year-old girl with Down syndrome who was taken from her mother and put in a cage. I read about did you say want?
The girl's father lives in the United States and has the status of a resident. Authorities are working to reunite them. The youngest migrant children are being held in what's called a tender age shelter, and lawyers have described rooms full of crying children. The government plans to open a fourth shelter. Stephanie Ramos, ABC News, Washington.
Meanwhile, here in Florida, just over 1,000 kids are being held at a temporary shelter for unaccompanied children in Homestead, which is near Miami. Yesterday, Senator Bill Nelson and Representative Debbie Wasserman Schultz tried to visit that facility and access the conditions there, but they were denied entry. Nelson said they were told they needed to apply 2 weeks in advance to visit the facility. What isn't clear is if the shelter is housing kids who cross the border illegally themselves or ones that were separated from their parents when they tried to cross the border.
Also in South Florida, an investigation is now underway after a dozen shark fins were found on a boat off Key Largo. The Coast Guard originally boarded the commercial fishing boat due to an issue with navigation lights. Well, now a joint investigation is underway involving federal and state law enforcement. They took the 40-foot boat to Port Largo. No word yet on possible arrests.
Well, your kids may be still enjoying summer break, but it is not too soon to think about how to keep them healthy this school year.
That includes vaccines and physicals. Marla Spence is live to preview an event today at the South Florida Museum. Marla?
Good morning, guys. Officials with the health department in Manatee County says parents should start now preparing their kids for the upcoming school year by making sure their kids are up to date with their immunization shots. Starting today, the health department will be going to several locations across the county to make sure kids are ready for the school year. They'll be doing this by offering free immunization shots and school physicals for $30. We spoke to Donna Priest, who is the executive community health nursing director at the health department. She says getting your kids vaccinated is a way to prevent an outbreak of a virus or even a disease. She says immunization shots are required for kids to enroll into school.
Children are vaccinated actually right after birth is when they first start. When they enter school, then it becomes more of a requirement. It also becomes a requirement for daycare to make sure that everybody stays healthy in the daycare setting. So depending on if a child stays home, they may not be completely all the way up to their vaccinations until they are in kindergarten. But kindergarten is the mandatory age for the school to be vaccinated through age 18.
Now, today isn't the only day to get your child vaccinated. Other dates and locations include July 2nd at the Manatee County Library, July 18th back here at the South Florida Museum, July 26th at the Manatee County Elementary School, and August 4th back here at the South Florida Museum. Now, vaccinations will be held right here at the South Florida Museum tonight between 5:30 to 7:30. Reporting live in Manatee County, I'm Marla Spence for ABC 7, your Suncoast News.
All right, thank you, Marla. The Sarasota County School Board continues to build a new internal police force. The district says in the coming days they'll be making offers to 21 school resource officers and 3 police sergeants. The salary structure for the officers will range from $34,000 to $37,000 a year.
Having the money, having the salary schedules approved, having the approval to move forward with the purchases
all of those, every single piece along the way is important.
According to the Sarasota Herald Tribune, the school board last night also approved $500,000 to buy 17 new Ford Explorers for the new school resource officers.
Well, new this morning, finally some closure for many families. North Korea is expected to return up to 200 sets of remains of American service members who died during the Korean War. Now, a sister of one soldier missing in action in Korea has been waiting for this moment for years. Reporter Vanessa Van Hyfe has the incredible story.
It's a sense that he's home.
Dorothy Page has been waiting for her brother's remains since 1952.
I just wish my parents were alive.
She thought this day would never come.
We were a very close family.
News: North Korea is sending home the remains of 200 MIAs.
Excited. Excited.
This is how she keeps her brother's memory alive.
And this is when he was a Boy Scout.
Old photos prominently displayed. Albert Page, a first lieutenant pilot in the Air Force, presumably shot down while protecting 4 fellow pilots in the North Korean War.
So he was protecting other pilots?
4.
4 other pilots when he went down?
Yes, and they all got in.
She remembers the last conversation. He was just 23 years old, a student at San Diego State.
The last thing he said to me is, when we finish this war, I'm coming back to San Diego and I'll never leave it again. I hope Jeannie likes it.
Jeannie, the love of his life, whom he intended to marry.
It was a real, genuine love affair.
Instead, Dorothy and her mother got a telegram in the mail.
And I heard her yelling, "No, no." A few years, I could recite it, just with a great deal of regret that we inform you.
For more than 6 decades, Dorothy traveled to Washington, D.C. to try to fight for her brother's whereabouts. At 88 years old, she hasn't given up on him.
He was a good brother.
She never will.
I even dream of the possibility that they could bring him back. And he'd be older than me, but...
Oh, I love that story. Can you imagine 200 families that never knew what happened? Now, finally, at least you get some closure. You may not figure out what exactly happened, but you at least,
I know, overused word, but the word closure comes to mind right away.
Yeah.
All right, 6:41 right now.
Still ahead on Good Morning Suncoast.
It worked the first time, so let's do it again. We'll tell you when the next Skyway 10K is taking place.
Start training right now, Ray.
What'll that involve?
Thinking about it.
I love this picture. Look at that, the Ringling Causeway.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Little pastel sky in the background. Looks like a nice day shaping up, John.
Yeah, pretty. We'll have a lot of heat, though, again this afternoon. And we will have a few showers around. Our drive time forecast will feature the rain box checked, but not for your drive out to work this morning. It's more for your drive back to work, from work. And there will only be isolated showers. There'll be inland showers as well, and the temperature will be warm up near 90. The forecast for all the Sarasota hubs, all the hubs serving Sarasota International Airport, I should say, is pretty good. They're running on time, according to the FAA. We'll have the complete forecast for you coming up in a few.
You want a Maserati, but you need an SUV. Why not have both? Levante, the Maserati of SUVs.
Experience it at Sunset Maserati Alfa Romeo of Sarasota.
Did you know you could get life insurance for less than 32 cents a day? With guaranteed acceptance whole life insurance through TrueStage, you can get up to $25,000 in protection with a single phone call. TrueStage can help free your family from immediate financial stress when you're gone.
Utility bills, mortgages, car payments, those are a lot of things that can add up pretty fast.
And even if you're on a fixed income, prices fit your budget, starting at less than 32 cents a day. Plus, your price will never increase and your benefit will never decrease. And with no medical tests or health questions, you cannot be turned down for any reason. Call 1-800-842-7189 now for a free, no-obligation quote. TrueStage offers plans to fit your budget. Help protect your family from immediate financial burdens after you're gone with guaranteed acceptance whole life insurance through TrueStage. Call 1-800-842-7189 now.
Did you know that a dirty CPAP system can make you sick? If you knew what could be growing in your mask and hose, it would keep you up at night. Now SoClean.com has released the world's first and only automated hands-free CPAP cleaner and sanitizer. With its patented design, SoClean is fast, effective, and hands-free, killing 99.9% of all CPAP germs. Try SoClean now through this special TV offer free for 30 days. Just call 800-604-0398.
My health has improved. It's simple to use, and I'm not worried about infections.
SoClean works on all CPAP machines and popular masks, destroying CPAP bacteria, viruses, and germs without the daily hassle of washing your system by hand. Just place your mask in, close the lid, and in just minutes, voila! Sanitized and ready to use. Try SoClean risk-free for 30 days. This is a limited time offer. Call now, 800-604-0398. Or visit SoClean.com today.
According to a new survey by U.S. News and World Report, 3 of Alabama's top 4 hotels and resorts are part of the Robert Trent Jones Golf Trail Resort Collection. The Grand Hotel Marriott Resort in Point Clear, the Battle House Renaissance Mobile Hotel and Spa, and the Renaissance Birmingham Ross Bridge Golf Resort and Spa. Hey, we didn't invent Southern hospitality, we just offer more of it. Visit rtjgolf.com/resorts to find out more.
Now your ABC 7 First Alert Weather Forecast with meteorologist John Scalzi.
Dew point value is pretty high, coming in at 75 degrees, south-southeast wind, or east-southeast wind rather, coming in at about 3. Pretty light wind right now, although it is generally out of the east or southeast. 76 degrees, our air temperature, and we have sun as dawn breaks on the Suncoast, mixed with a few fair weather clouds. We had one shower that moved over Sarasota last evening, producing a pretty good thunderstorm, actually. Otherwise, most areas didn't see a drop of rain. Currently, we have one shower in progress over land. The rest of the stuff is out in Gulf waters and will continue to stay out in Gulf waters. Those showers not affecting us. But there's one lone shower moving onshore now in Anna Maria, coming through around Key Royale, heading toward Palm, moving through areas of Bimini Bay, producing some light to moderate rainfall. Nothing really terribly heavy there. Otherwise, I think most of us will enjoy a commute that will not have any rainfall going to work, but on the way back from work, particularly if you're traveling across inland areas or along the interstate, you might have a shower coming your way during the early half of the rush hours. So across the region, we have this general easterly wind flow that continues. It's bringing in a little extra moisture aloft, and that's helping to moisten an atmosphere that became very dry yesterday as this area of dry air moved across the state. It's indicated here by this tan color. Well, that's since moved further out into the Atlantic and been replaced by a little bit more higher moisture content air. Now, not sufficiently moist that we'll have a big rainfall chance today. It's actually kind of a mild rainfall chance, moderate rainfall chance. The heaviest of the rain in the Gulf waters will be back toward the west once again today, toward Texas, where this little tropical wave continues to produce some pretty heavy rainfall for the Texas coastline. For us, winds will be a little bit lighter today, thanks to this high pressure ridge sinking further to the south, kind of reducing the rain chance, reducing the wind as it becomes more centered over the state and eventually sinks south into the Florida Straits by the weekend. What this will do will allow for the sea breeze to become a little bit stronger, move a little further inland and produce a few more showers in inland areas today and push them toward the other coast. Then as we head into the later afternoon and evening, we'll develop the westerly wind as that high sinks south. That westerly wind is going to be with us over the course of the next 3 or 4 days. Kind of changes our weather pattern just a little bit. Promotes morning showers near the coast, followed by inland showers afternoon that drift toward the other coast. And it's the other coast where the biggest storms will probably be over the course of the next several days because of that westerly flow. Slow-moving inland storms, hot and humid days, and high heat indexes as well. Not a bad day for boating, though. West wind will be rather sustained during the afternoon and evening, coming in at about 10 knots, so you can pretty much count on that direction. And as we head into the next several days, we'll keep our temperatures at about 90 degrees. First day of summer tomorrow. And then as we head into the weekend, our rain chances maybe start to go up a little bit Sunday. We'll see how that plays out. But about 30% chance through the weekend. Again, showers near the coast in the morning, followed by inland showers. Monday, probably our best rainfall chance of the next 7 days, followed by about a 40% chance on Tuesday, which is kind of typical for this time of year. Back to you.
All right, thanks, John. All right, let's take a look at your first alert traffic. We do have a couple accidents to tell you about. The first one, we're going to start off in Manatee County. There's an accident right there, US 41, 14th Street in the northbound lane. There's a road blocked from 60th Avenue down to 57th Avenue. Again, US 41, 14th Street, there is a lane blocked in that area. And then I-75, there's an accident in the southbound lane as you approach exit 217, which is the University Parkway exit. No?
State Road 70?
State Road 70. I was so close. No, at University Parkway is exit 213. But this one is at exit 217. A little bit farther south in the area in Sarasota County, those roads aren't too bad so far. A little bit of a delay right there on Bee Ridge Road. And then another one a little bit farther south on Clark Road as well. And if you're heading farther south on 75 and 41, those roads are still running pretty smooth this morning. That is your first alert traffic.
After the success of the inaugural Skyway 10K earlier this year, plans are underway for a second annual. Thousands of runners and walkers hit the iconic Sunshine Skyway earlier this year. This is just some great video. The race helped raise more than $500,000 for the Armed Forces Foundation. So the second race is set for March the 3rd. Still time to get ready for this race.
I am thinking about it.
Thinking about it. Registration begins later on this summer. Keep getting ready.
Thinking about it.
6:50 still ahead, your day's top 7 headlines before 7 a.m.
That, of course, includes one last look at your Wednesday forecast, as well as your first alert traffic. One more time. Nice day shaping up, hot and humid. We'll have the details when we come back. You're watching Good Morning Suncoast on ABC 7.
Outdoor living is one of the greatest perks about living in Florida. So whether this is your style, or this, or maybe this, contact Superior Pools. They've been building pools from Sarasota to Naples since 2001, and they would love to build yours.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
Get more for your money at Sunset Subaru in Sarasota. Subaru vehicles hold their value better than any other brand for 2018, according to ALG. And Subaru is Kelley Blue Book's most trusted brand for 4 years running. The Subaru Outback is an IIHS top safety pick for 10 years running. Lease a new Subaru Outback today for just $249 a month. Or get 0% financing with 0 down. Get more for your money. Go to Sunset Subaru in Sarasota.
Are you a Christian author with a book that you're ready to share with the world but need a publisher? Christian Faith Publishing, America's largest Christian publisher, cuts through the confusion. We'll handle all the complicated publishing issues like copyrights, barcodes, royalties, digital conversions, and more. We publish all types of books and will place your book for sale at all major booksellers like Amazon, Apple, Google, and Barnes & Noble, offering it to millions.
Call for your free author submission kit at 1-800-954-0732.
About every 3 minutes in America, someone is diagnosed with a blood cancer. Light the Night brings together survivors and supporters to bring light to the darkness of cancer and to help fund life-saving research. Our goal is a world without blood cancers, and we're lighting the path to cures. The discoveries made in blood cancer research have led to breakthrough treatments for many cancers and other serious diseases. Help defeat the darkness of cancer. Join Light the Night today.
WWSB ABC 7 is an equal opportunity employer, and we're looking for qualified people to join our dynamic team. For a list of current openings and to apply online, visit www.mysuncoast.com/contact/employment. If you're a motivated team player and you want a rewarding career in a fun, fast-paced working environment, WWSB ABC 7 could be the perfect fit for you. Check out our list of openings now.
Outdoor living is one of the greatest perks about living in Florida. So whether this is your style, or this, or maybe this. Contact Superior Pools. They've been building pools from Sarasota to Naples since 2001, and they would love to build yours.
It is 6:53, and here's your top 7 before 7.
First off, John Scalzi's first alert weather forecast.
Yes, sir. Take your sunglasses. Might need your umbrella, too, if you live in inland areas, but you'll certainly need your sunscreen, as we'll see plenty of that again this afternoon. We'll have daytime high temperatures to top out near 91 at 76 right now. Warm and humid. A few more showers today, but they'll be mostly inland, drifting away from the coast. Don't forget, take our radar with you on our First Alert weather app, and we're also on social media. Back to you.
Couple issues there in Manatee County. First off, be aware of 14th Street northbound road is blocked from 60th to 57th, so be aware of that. And also an ongoing issue, I-75 southbound at exit 217.
Number 3, Manatee County's Health Department is offering free immunization shots for kids tonight. Here's a live shot where it's taking place, 5:30 to 7:30 at the South Florida Museum. You can also get physicals there for $30.
Number 4, CVS now offering delivery. $5 includes prescriptions, cold and flu remedies, allergy medications, pain relief, and personal and feminine care products.
And number 5, the men accused of dragging a shark behind a boat are back in court. Michael Wenzel and Robert Benak will appear in a Tampa courtroom later on this morning for a case hearing status update.
Number 6, hundreds of volunteers helping hundreds of little kids learn to read. In the second annual Summertime Dive into Reading program in Manatee County, the Anna Maria Oyster Bar hopes to expand this program next year into Sarasota County.
And finally, number 7, it's not even 7 a.m. yet, but we're already thinking about going back to sleep around here.
True.
If you are too, here are the best sleeping positions for your body. Some new research found that sleeping curled up like in a fetal position is bad for you. Puts your body in this fight or flight mode where it needs to save itself. It also doesn't let your lungs get a full breath of air. They said the best sleeping position is actually on your back. This is like for very healthy people. You breathe better, you digest food better, and it's actually the best for your head, neck, and your back. What is the position you guys sleep in?
Fetal.
Fetal?
Yeah.
Oh,
back.
Fight or flight. Okay.
Actually, any position.
You're like,
it's just fine. Just fine with me.
I sleep in the position of my eyes closed. That's all I know.
Exactly.
That's all I know.
Sitting in a chair.
Right? Sometimes here on set. I don't know.
during traffic reports.
Oh,
Thanks for watching Good Morning
my
Suncoast.
traffic. It's not good.
Pretty shot there. Beautiful shot. Thanks to Russ out there at the
Gorgeous.
Bayfront, Sarasota Bay. Good Morning America is straight ahead.